Hi ladies, hi gents. I want to share a video with you today, and it's a design team project for Wild Orchid Crafts, the Wild Bunch. And just before I get started, I just want to say sorry. I know I haven't done a video in a while. I think it's been about 2 weeks. It's just work, it's just manic at the moment, and I'm travelling an awful lot for work, so I'm really not getting as much crafty time as I would like. Well, I'm not getting any at the moment, but hopefully, fingers crossed, things will settle down over the next month, but it's just hectic at the moment. But it does mean that I haven't had time to watch many videos, or it takes me time to catch up on my replies and that, but that's all it is. I'm just really busy at work. So anyway, okay, let me share my project with you. Okay, first of all, I'll just show you what I started with. So I started with this garden ornament, which is like a old-fashioned water spoon. I found these in a florist. They are for hanging up in your garden, and they obviously weren't selling very well, and they were selling them really cheap, so I picked up 2 of these, and they're quite large. You can see the spoon, it's like a ladle almost, and you know, the handle's got a hole in with the twine through it, and I thought this would be fun to alter, so I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, so this is what I've done. I'll start at the top because I took the twine off, and then I decided I wanted to put seam binding through it. I did gesso the whole thing. I gessoed it. Let me turn it over. Very roughly gessoed it, and then I sprayed it with glimmer mists in a kind of peachy tone all over, and the handle as well. And I just love how that came out. I really love how that came out. So I used the seam binding for the hanger. Let me just zoom in a bit. And the seam binding is the Cameo beige seam binding, and the product code is MKX474. Just on the top I added some tiny trims around the handle. I layered 2 there, and then used these tiny flat appliques that are in a peachy tone in the centre. I used a couple of tiny doily pieces on the top of the handle, and then I added one of the peach flat back pearls in diamond circles, and these come in a mixed set of 10, mixed colour. So you get 10 different colours in there, and the product code is MKX657. So I took the peach one and just popped it in there to finish it off. And then further down the handle I used the same laces again around here as I did there. And again I used the same laces going down the handle. This embellishment here, I cut out the centre of a doily and just placed it behind it, and then this piece is made up from the Filigree antique gold flower embellishments, and the product code for these is MKX388. Which is these ones. And what I did is I gessoed these, and then I layered them up to make a flower, and I just love how that turned out. I really love that. And then in the centre of it I used one of the bead berry clusters, and this was a white one. actually was white, and I just glimmer misted it in the same peachy tone that I used on the ladle. And the product code for these is GST 155, and it took the glimmer mist so well. Really did. And I think I layered 3 of the filigree flowers and then added the berry cluster, and I just love how that turned out. Really love it. Okay, then for the main part, what I did was I took 2 doilies and laid them into the base of the ladle, 2 different sizes. So a sort of off-white one, then this sort of tea coloured one, and I layered them down. And because it's quite a deep ladle, you know, it's actually quite deep, I wanted to lift it up a bit. So what I did is I have some of these cut wooden circles, and I just chose one that was the right size to fit into the centre. And again, I gessoed that, so that's in the centre, so you can just see the edge of it down there. So it just lifted the centre up, which is what I wanted. And then on the wood piece, I just layered up lots of different appliques, leaves, and different pieces, little flower pieces, both sides. I also cut up some fabric, some burlap, into a little tag shape here, and layered them. I really love how that looks. And then I started to make my focal point here. And so here again, what I've done is I've used a Trellis rose, which is the 35mm, and this is from the cream and white set, and the product code is MKX091. And I used a slight cream one, and I used the same glimmer mist to change the colour. So that was my centre point, and then I just fanned out from there. So what I did is I used a couple of chrysanthemums in the peach tone either side, and they come from the mixed set, the 50 mixed colour chrysanthemums, and the product code is QVR080. And so I just used the peachy ones out of that set, and then I used some of the lilies, and I absolutely love these lily flowers. They are so gorgeous. Again, I used them in the peachy colour, and they're from the 50 mixed colour lily flowers, and the product code is MKX197, and again I used a peachy tone from this set. So let me just show you those so you can see. So there's the lilies, and then the chrysanthemums are tucked in either side. And then just around those, I used some hip rosebuds, just placed in, and they are from the deep ivory hip rosebuds, and the product code is GST021. And I did just give these a spray of like a mocha colour, just to tie in a little bit more. And again, they turned out beautiful, really, really beautiful. So you can just see them peeping out in between the flowers. And then again down here, I've used a couple of open roses, and these are in a sort of vintage peach colour, and they come from the 100 mixed vintage colour open roses in the 25mm, and the product code is MKX043. And these are so beautiful, these colours. I absolutely love them. Really, really love them. Okay. And then down here I created another flower using the excuse me, the antique gold filigree flower embellishments. And again I put the bead berry spray in the centre. I made another one here, tucked in there. And again on this side I've made another one. And I just love how they turned out. They're so beautiful, and these are so workable. I did actually slit in between the petals and reshape it to the shape I wanted, and these are the bead berry sprays that I placed in the centre. And of course I added a bit of glimmer mist to them in the peach tone, but they are so beautiful together, really, really beautiful. Then I made a tiny bow using the seam binding, added a tiny doily centerpiece, and then I used another one of the pearl in circle rhinestone there. You can just see that peeping there. I had this tiny cherub button that I've added here, just sitting by the flowers, and then in between I've added these tiny flat back heart pearls, so you can just see some peeping out in between the flowers down here, in here, and again there, and there's another one in there. And these are so cute, they really are. And they're the 100 Ivory heart-shaped flat-back pearl in 8mm, and the product code is GST142. And I will pop all the product codes down below so that you can go have a look if there was something that you might like from the store. And I'm just so thrilled how this turned out, I really am. I just love the colours together, and the fabrics with the flowers. I'm just thrilled. So let me just show you again. And then the handle. So I really hope you like my project. I did really enjoy doing this piece, and I'm actually looking forward to doing the other one because I enjoyed it so much. But yeah, I hope you like it. Please go check out the store. As always, they've got lots of new stuff in, and you will just love everything they've got. And I will be back very soon with another video, hopefully. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.